Hello, what doing? Oh, thank you for the Black History Sparks. What doing?
Someone just said no.
No.
Margaret Ainsley.
Most certainly not.
Are you racist?
What? Why would you think that? Why on earth would you think that? Oh.
Oh, what is he? I haven't actually spoken. I don't know if that would work.
What's that thing behind you? You idiot!
Seriously?
You absolute
What
idiot!
did you think it was? It's my dog.
It's the cushion of a dog, you twonk!
Why do you think that's racist?
No. I think they thought it was maybe it was a certain. I'm not going to say it, but it was a certain toy.
Oh yeah.
You know the toy I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's the cushion of the dog that's in the house.
My doggo.
Yeah, her name is Coco, and she is a greyhound. I think I know what you thought it was, but oh dear. I really want to put a picture of me and my mum up and just be like, yeah, this is my mother. I'm definitely not racist. Oh man. What's that thing behind you then? Are you talking about the curtain? Coco is clapped then. You don't understand it either. Okay, there's another person in the room and they do not understand the context of Coco is clapped then. If that's something to do with racism, I'm so unracist, I don't understand. Coco is clapped. Are you saying well done, Coco? Coco, well done. You're a good dog. Good doggy. Is that what you mean? I don't know. Or do they mean Coco potentially had a sexually transmitted disease? She's got the claps.
Well done for being a dog or what? Like?
Yes, well done, Coco. Yeah.
Okay then. And the weirdness has already started.
I really did wish I had a picture of me and my mum on there so I could put that into the stream.
Mm.
My trim looking fire.
Been a while since it's been done, but okay. Yeah.
Oh, my hair. Right, okay. Sorry, I don't quite know the terminology. I have a former chav here who's happy to lend a hand on that one. Former chav. Hold on a sec. Right, can we... I just need to put... can you turn the TV off for one moment? Oh, there, you got the remote. No, I'm not gonna deactivate it this time because that's the problem I could do. God, if it wants to work. Oh, I love streaming. Well, this is working. Yeah, that's working.
Right.
No, I'm far from
Just
it.
well spoken, I guess. You're more spoken than most Londoners I know.
Yeah.
A lot more well spoken.
Okay. Well, coming from a Chad, that doesn't really mean too much, because anything's more well spoken than a Chad. Yeah, you know what? You seem well spoken in it, bruv. You know what I mean? You like talk really posh. You pronounce your words. You know what I mean? When you say like water, you say water.
Fuck off. Come on, hurry up.
It's not work. I'm trying to get. I don't know why it's not working. Hold on. I'll get my fat ass up. Jam jar. A tartar.
Come on, Black could be dying right now.
Oh, whatever. Right, let's try again, right.
Yeah, this one, I'll have you up here.
Hold on. It is cool because they can't see what I'm doing apart from this. Hi! Activate. So I'm just playing around with some cables because I'm trying to get my stream to work. Oh. Ah, there we go. Jesus Christ, that took far too long. There we go. La 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 la.
Greasy, Fitry.
Greasy? What, my hair?
Alright.
Bidoo. Oh, okay. Because I've never seen your name before, obviously you're new to the gang. I'm just going to let you know, the big screen, I've got used to pointing that way now to describe where the big screen is. The big screen, that's my girlfriend playing on the Xbox One. The screen, the small screen over there, that's my perspective on this tablet here. Okay? And we're both using different texture packs, so even though we are in the same world, that is why it looks different.
I don't fuck up.
Oh no, do you remember Jacob there as well? Can't even see. What's her name? I can't see it. What's her name?
Dan with 2 N's and then 6 1 and 5.
Okay. I thought it said. I thought there was an I there. I thought it was N. Okay. Oh, why am I at height 11? Shit. Whoopsie! I thought that was the sound from there, then but I have that notification set up. Oh, please fuck off, Gravel. I really hate you.
Sure, I hate you too.
Please fuck off, Gravel. Yes, Gravel. Yeah, I wish there were some diamonds that. Oh,
I have shitloads of diamonds that you can have. I keep telling you that.
yeah, I know, but I'm mining for them. I'm an ethical miner now.
What?
I'm an ethical miner.
Are you?
Yes. I have to admit, in terms of like finding ores and stuff, I love the way redstone ore looks on your texture pack. And on the big screen, the way redstone ore looks is it's just awesome.
Stop climbing up the fucking vines, you twit. Yeah, I just have a block of diamonds just sitting here. An iron and gold.
Oh, redstone. I've just found some redstone on here, and I'm like, oh, that was so. Gamer Girl P? Not
no.
interested. Not interested.
That's gross.
Yeah, but oh, who was it? Was that Bella Delphine? I can't pronounce it. Bella Delphine.
Or something.
Yeah. I remember PewDiePie doing a video about her, but not as in like about her, as in, oh, she's amazing, but about just how weird she is. No, that wasn't Gamer Girl P, that was Gamer Girl Bathwater. She was legit selling, like, she'd be sort of like half in a bath and like scooping out the water, and she was legit selling it. Ugh.
I don't get why that appeals to someone.
It's the same people who like to sniff underwear. It's the next level. It's like, you know, when you get used to a certain drug, you want that hit to be a bit harder. Once you've had enough of sniffing underwear, you want Gamer Girl P. Oh no, bathwater. I think bathwater would come before P. If you're going up incrementally, like you start off with like too much ibuprofen, then you go for weed, then you go for some cocaine. It's the same thing in the sniffing underwear world. And I'm going the wrong way.
Give over.
Let me know if you need.
Bless you. I don't need any sleep.
Thank you! Oh, hello that guy, Charlie.
No, what's up, Doc?
Nah, what's up, Doc? Not much.
The sky.
And here we have our community comedic genius over here. What's up? The sky.
Thank you. Go on, blow up. Hey.
Were you trying to make it blow up?
Yeah.
Bless you. Thank you. Oh, he must have joined just when I sneezed a few moments ago. I hate the delay. Absolutely hate that.
Come on, zombie.
Anyone from Seek Anything watching? Yeah, yeah. Refreshing. I feel focused now. One day.
Come on, give me a beat.
Give you what?
I said,
no.
give me a meat.
Oh.
I was talking to the zombie.
Ugh. You want the zombies meat? You absolute weirdo. Do you have kids? If not, when did she swallow them?
Seriously? Seriously? Do not answer that.
Oh! Okay, I'm not allowed to answer that one.
Simon!
The Minecraft looks different from mine. Oh, it's because of the texture pack. Kirsty on the big screen. Well, actually, both the screens will look different because Kirsty on the big screen
Has the best pack ever.
she is using a texture pack called Chroma Hills HD. If you search Chroma Hills in the Minecraft, sort of store area,
It's not funny, don't laugh.
if you search for Chroma Hills, you'll find 2 mashup packs and 1 texture pack. Don't bother with the mashup packs; they're just absolutely pointless. Get the texture pack, and you get all these awesome looking textures. I love the way it looks because I used to like playing with the natural texture pack before Bedrock came out, and then Bedrock came out, crossplay and all that business, and this is just like an evolution of that. I keep saying it, like to describe Chroma Hill, I just imagine like I'm describing a wine, like, Chroma Hill HD is like natural with a hint of medieval. It's the perfect way to describe it. And because I'm on the tablet, because I'm on the tablet, I want the game to run as best as it can. So I'm using a really low resolution texture pack. It's just a plastic texture pack.
I need to get a fucking shield, don't I?
Yeah. You could stand right in front of them when that one goes
Oh,
up.
fuck off. Mate, can't you see I'm trying to fucking do something, yeah? How about go do one? You want to put a fucking block in the wrong place now?
Mate, what's your problem, man? I'm trying to
Oh my god, I do not talk
I'm
like
trying
that.
to mine for some stuff, you know what I mean?
Fuck off. I don't talk
That's
like
my impression of her talking. You know what I mean? Innit?
that. I don't talk like that. You see what? What do you see?
Texture pack. Just think like 15 seconds previously. Whenever you see a comment, think
I know, but
10
I
to 15 seconds previously.
Why have I not got my bow? What's that?
I haven't even got my
Can you fit
bone
in
blood, man.
Oreos in your earlobe? Not quite. Get marshmallow in there.
Yeah, you get a marshmallow and like a good sized cigar. But yeah, no Oreos. I'm not gonna have it ever as big for an Oreo. Just that's too big for me personally. Some people they can get away with that look, and it will look perfectly fine. So I've got nothing against bigger slugs or whatever, but just me personally, I wouldn't have it. But some people can really pull it off.
Get out, you prick.
Oh, that was close. Oh no! Can you get? Oh, I swear you can get like Oreo minis or something now, can't you?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, sorry, we'll take everything back. Maybe I can fit an Oreo mini in my ear.
I'll see about getting it. Come back tomorrow for more info.
Ah!
Get through the fucking door, you fucktards. Right,
Get in the fucking door, you stupid idiot. You know what I mean? I need some fish!
Hey, you changed beds?
Hmm.
Or changed jobs?
Oh, no, the sleeping top tail.
Yeah, but that's where the cleric used to live.
No, makes me want to get some Oreos. What? The thought of them being in my ear. Oreos can fit in that guy's ear, possibly. I want Oreos now. I'm trying to think of the one. Because they had some different. I mean, obviously, I know in the US there's all kinds of different flavours, and we've got a few different flavours over in the UK too, but not as many. But I think that there was a mintish, minty kind of filling flavour. That was.
Now
There was a strawberry cream kind of flavour. That was also. Thank you for the sparks, and thank you for the other sparks.
How are they all?
Thank you. Now what? This is the nursery room.
But I had just about enough for the adults, enough beds.
Well, if there is a bed space, they will go in it.
How?
Thank you for the creeper.
How?
Zombie.
How the fuck did that get in?
Is there any pool of water or anything like that? You know,
But you literally cannot get in because I put the water on the inside and I've got the light one.
What? You're gonna? What, are there trees with vines or anything nearby? Did you check the tree situation?
I've chopped all the trees around.
You sure?
I'll obviously have to check again, but I'm genuinely getting worried now. So I can't find the fucking cleric, and that used to be his house. If he's changed fucking jobs, I'll go nutty.
It is very possible that he might change jobs.
Why is there so many fucking babies? Fuck's sake!
Maybe
this is a fucking baby farm.
Maybe the adults were dying, and then they got replaced by all the babies.
Unless the zombie killed them all. What the fuck's going on here? Fuck's sake! It's 9:43 here. I like PM. Oh, I think I might have actually lost the cleric. I think I might have actually lost the cleric. I've looked in every single fucking house.
Well, when it's daytime, what will happen is they'll normally go to their workstations.
Normally I find him near or in this house, because this is his house.
No, because remember, he has to go to his workstation.
Yeah, I know, but he was in his house.
Go and look in the church again.
Just fuck off, babies. Babies don't have fucking beards and moustaches.
Let's go to the bloody church.
You go to the fucking church. Oh. Yeah, no.
Go look upstairs. That would be freaking hilarious if you were up there just like enjoying the view.
I genuinely don't know actually. Good vantage point of it.
Oh, what's going on with those ones over there? They seem like high and to the right, just to the right there. They seem quite close over there. Oh no. Oh, from my perspective. Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. There's a massive.
You're not got any lava there.
No, because I haven't finished it yet. Because I kept dying.
Well, it's very possible they could have like.
Excuse me.
Somewhere.
You just fucking called me a hoe.
No, they are singing that song. Ho's mad. Ho's mad.
No, he's calling me a hoe. Because I was getting mad and he's saying the hoe's mad.
Oh, you deal with her. I'm just a simple, humble miner. Okay?
So you'll call someone calling me names?
Hmm?
You'll call someone calling me names?
No, I'm not cool with it.
They can go fuck themselves. Like that tree they might have climbed up.
It's very difficult to tell she's being serious and when she's joking. Even I can't tell.
I'm not fucking joking. I'm not being called a hoe.
Even I live with her and I can't tell.
Right, if they're genuinely calling me a fucking hoe, then I am being serious.
Kirsty, I don't think they're being serious, okay?
It's not the fucking point.
Basically, let me just give you some backstory here. She's one crazy ass bitch! No. Basically, this whole village that she's in now, it was originally an abandoned village. And she took the... she spent a lot of time doing up the village, like making all the houses look, normal again. And she put a nice big fence around it, put a moat on the inside, and she's just working on a lava moat on the outside. And, to make it secure because it had a cleric in the village. Thank you, Charlie. It had a cleric in the village. And the reason we were so like, oh, yay, cleric, is because, if you level the cleric up enough in terms of trading with them, you eventually unlock the trade option where you can get bottler enchanting. And those are really helpful when you're enchanting tools and stuff like that, or repairing stuff as well.
Yeah, he's genuinely not here.
Yeah, so we were quite psyched to find, to be able to make a village and get a cleric into the village and whatnot. But for some reason, the cleric seems to have... Is it down there? Is it in there?
Where?
Round. So right, in there. Right, there. No, okay, I just wondered. But the cleric seems to have gone missing, and that is pretty much the only reason... I think that was one of the reasons why you...
How long the backs? There's still drawings down there, so surely someone should be a fucking cleric. There's a bed in there as well.
Yeah. It depends on bits on the other side. Oh. I think they've just gone on the middle of the thing. What? I'll get that.
Yeah, he's just on the middle.
Yeah.
Someone's trying them up by the look of it. Really?
Yeah,
Really?
well, what can I say? I'm just really emotional. And my boobs have really gone, they're really sensitive right now.
Someone's lucky, I don't know where he fucking is. Someone's lucky, I don't know where he fucking is.
Oh my god, what would you do if you knew where this person lived?
Go knock him out.
Really? Would you?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So then a lot of people that say, oh god, if you knew where you live, we'll go and knock you out. And it's just like, I can't do anything, just leave it. The worst person I ever knew for that kind of stuff was Roxy's mum and her brother Pete, they were always like, oh God, look mad. But shut up. We ain't doing check stiggity booty. I don't mean you. You're right then. But now I can't see. Oh, there we are. Oh, that's soil.
What do I do now then? Fucking kissing my fast.
Well, what you could do is block off the church, and then I could and then use it in the church, and
put like a border around the church. So
yeah.
that's the same near the church.
What?
Put a border around the church so they can come out of the church, but they still stay around the church.
Oh, she's just blocking off the church, just keep them in.
Fine.
And it saves you getting all pissy because he changes to something else, but that's clearly what's happened. Oh! Yeah, I found diamonds. How many have I found? 7. Okay, pretty good. I'll take that, thank you very much. Oh, 6. Huh? What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fine. Okay, Roadman, I'll set a reminder on my phone to be scared of you. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Hello, Marvel Comics from YouTube. I'm saying YouTube because it says Whitey. Whitey. Wait, Whitey! Surprise, motherfucker. Oh, rise, motherfucker. French fries, motherfucker. I'm good. How are you?
Move your fucking asses out of my fucking way. What is your obsession with this fucking corner? You as well, move.
I'm fine myself, but that's good to hear it. And hope you're abiding by the lockdown rules in whatever country you reside in. What? What?
I need more fucking doors.
Ah! Somebody just followed me!
Thank you for the follow, Marvel Comics.
Right, do you want to get off, or what?
Well, I'd love to.
Was I talking to you?
I know, but if you play your cards right, you could be. Do you want to get off over here?
Fine.
Cool. I keep forgetting I can do this for the chat. Bing! Oh, there we go.
That's fascinating.
Hmm?
I said, that's fascinating.
No, it's not meant to be. Why did you find it fascinating? And why did you say it then?
I said it's sarcastic then.
Why are you being sarcastic?
It's fun.
Really? You sound like you're having so much fun being sarcastic. I forgot what you actually did instead.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Does that give you away from your phone? So, it's not a really high pitched beeping noise. Define flat.
What do you mean flat?
Well, that's what I said. We'll get an answer to that. No! That could have been dangerous. Luckily, I've got some company. I didn't have it. Okay. Oh yeah, I did. Forgot about that.
Huh?
Yeah. Did you see that?
No.
That was like that, and also I didn't put it on right because it just went like that. Bloody science.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
I forgot about what?
Sheep. Yeah, I forgot that. Like what?
Well, no, that's all random. You can dye them other colours just by simply putting the dye on them. Am I a top shagger? No. Most definitely not. If you want that kind of stuff, you come to the wrong website. There are other websites you can go to for that kind of stuff. Obviously, the genes in that ethnic sheep. I hate the fact that they changed that to Rainbow sheep. That was just like, what? It's a damn nursery
Right,
rhyme.
so kill white sheep. Kill white sheep. Who?
Are you killing only the white sheep? That's just wrong. Wrong dilly dong. White sheep matter. You're clearly a supporter of Black Sheep's Matter because you're only killing the white sheep.
Oh.
Oh, excuse me. Ermiger. It's always students that are doing all these protesting. You think all the time they'd be spending at university with all the fees and stuff, they'd be more wanting to concentrate on learning. It's always a student protest.
Oh, do you know if your mum's coming up tomorrow? Just be nice to know.
Oh yes, she's coming up. Okay. And you'll probably see her as well.
Nice.
Because she's probably not going to be gone by the time you get home from work.
I didn't know if you meant like just come out stupidly early.
Oh no, no, she's not going to be. She's not going to be up that early. Although even she had to read that it doesn't take as long to get the journey time from North London to here is less than it was from North London to then. There we go. Turn it up a bit.
Since Golan went to Durham, has anybody been paying attention to what Boris Johnson says?
Negative.
Negative.
Boris Johnson this week gave the green light for 2 households to merge into support bubbles from today. Meaning they can interact indoors and outdoors at less than 2 meters apart, but only if they bring their own bubble. There's nothing funny about it. The new social bubble rules permit couples who have lived apart during lockdown to spend the night together, allowing their personal bubbles to intermingle and pop.
Disgusting.
People itching to socialise after being confined to their homes since the stay-at-home order was given on March the 23rd, are likely to rush outdoors and batter a copper to show that they really care about public art. I drove through 2 parks. I left the road, went up on the pavement and drove to the actual parks because it was a quicker route. It's my right, I've built up one. on the way here, drove through 2 parks, and they were packed. I don't think anybody's paying attention here. Bubble plant, Boris. London, the Midlands and the South East had sunshine and highs of 72 degrees today. Oh, it was a delight, I expect. I spent a day indoors looking at people beating each other up. Because of their firmly held political views. Right. London, Midlands and the South East had sunshine and highs of 72 F, with the East, the North and the South West experiencing humidity and showers. Listeners in Glasgow had their own weather. Tomorrow, sunny spells for most of the UK with showers and projectiles developing and heavy and thundering moves causing morons to storm about. Some local damage expected. Met Office spokesman Nicholas said, "We are you've got a tickly cough." Met Office spokesperson Nicholas said, "We're looking at a showery picture for tomorrow. Oh, including, but not limited to, heavy thunder in some areas and rain, particularly in the east, the north, and the southwest." Oh, Nicola. That's everywhere, isn't it? The east, the north, and the southwest. Sounds like everywhere to me. She said there is a chance of sunny spells in between the showers, but it's fairly changeable, unsettled, as we go through the weekend and into next week. Unsettled? You can say that again. During the spells of sunshine tomorrow, the mercury could rise to as high as 79 degrees. Wow. That's in London. And just below 79 degrees in many other areas, including, but not limited to, Birmingham, Manchester and New York. And if you young people want me to speak in the centigrade,
You get more happy because you know
European surrender degrees.
Not exactly.
Centigrade from Fahrenheit.
Just the fact that we, you know, we'll get to eat around the table, you know.
148 plus
Well, it's been ages since I sat in a home somewhere that isn't my old home, because that never happened. In Lynn, I would never want her in. That's the thing. I'd be more than happy for my mum to come and, you know, sit in here, you know, for whatever reason. I don't know.
The amount of water falling in the first 10 days of the month compared to all of May. Oh, it's been all over us.
Horrible.
Last month was the warmest May on record, as in ever. With global temperatures 0.63 centigrade above average, according to the European Union's climate change monitor. You know the European Union, don't you? Yes, that's them. Centigrade above average doesn't sound like very much, but believe me, I have no idea what I'm talking about when I say it is. You believe me, don't you?
Yes.
So the outlook for Monday to Wednesday, sunny spells and showers with bursts of thunder. The outlook from Wednesday the 17th until Friday the 26th of June. So this is pretty much the rest of this month. You ready?
I thought something happened or no.
Mixture of sunny spells and showers, heavy in places. Most places will see temperatures near or a little above average. And you want to know the long range weather forecast? Until the 11th of July. Keeping in mind that around that period, between the 26th of June to the 11th of July, all of the things that are normally freezing cold and pouring down with rain, Wimbledon, Glastonbury, other things I can't think of right now. It's usually blooming freezing and blooming wet. But it's a huge giant wobbling but. The outlook from the 27th of June until the 11th of July.
I thought going to go, but then there's that huge giant volume but.
Interludes around the turn of the month. That is early July, a transition to more settled conditions, with more prolonged and drier and sunnier spells. Temperatures should be generally above, possibly turning very warm in places. Very warm in places? We'll take it! Scott Mason takes
It's on fire again.
It's the Queen's birthday today. I bet none.
He's going to let it burn.
Or maybe they were just having a drunken party. Yeah, I expect so. Was it the Majesty's actual birthday or the extra one that she gets for her excellence in doing her job? You know, smiling and waving. Not so much the smiling these days, of course. Mostly just the waving. Yeah, happy birthday, Your Majesty. Whether it's your actual birthday or your pretend one, we don't know. So the shop's going to throw the doors open and stand in expectation of a crowd of eager shoppers. Boris Johnson has urged us to head to the high street to kickstart the failing economy. When stores reopen on Monday, and the public said, yeah, that's okay. We'll just go on ordering everything online like we did before. Anyone had even heard of the virus, because it's easy and we'll save 10 pence. Haven't you heard? Shops are over. By example, the Prime Minister is planning to visit a high street next week. Who's going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's the lucky high street that's going to have a visit from you-know-who? Place events. Yeah. The Prime Minister planning to visit a high street next week in his first public visit since the lockdown began. This is in order to reassure shoppers it's safe to return to non-essential activities as restrictions are eased come Monday. He will start by visiting the inside of a walk-in fridge and harumph some old nonsense about patriotism and buying British, despite the fact that we decided long ago that we weren't interested in buying British. We would prefer to give all our money to an online giant that is registered as an invisible cloud of mist for tax purposes. Meanwhile, data from the Office of National Statistics says, you don't really need to read their missives anymore. This is the missive from the Office of National Statistics from now till the end of time. It reads, yeah, pretty much. They could just put an emoji out. Or Edvard Munch's The Scream. Data from the Office of National Statistics suggests that 64% of people in England are too afraid to leave their house. 64%, that's 3/4.
Go on then, fuck off.
20% of people said they would never stay. 20% of people who expressed preference said they will never step foot in a shop again. Not now, not ever, never. Wow. This is serious, folks. This is what we do for a living, shopping. I mean, it actually is. That probably, if 64% are too afraid to leave their house, and 20% of people say they'll never set foot in a shop again, then that's 20 plus 64 is 93%, which is almost 8 out of 10. And that probably also means that these people won't go to a restaurant, because why would they be happy sitting as hostage to clouds of disease wafting over them, if they aren't happy to be nimbly dodging out of the way of potential carriers in a store? Sit in this chair here and don't move for the next 2 hours while it wafts all over you. No thanks. And that also means that they probably won't want to go to the cinema, or the theatre, or a concert, or a cafe, or a hotel, or anything that we make our money doing in this country. And they absolutely certainly and totally will not be using public transport to get there either. So the entire basis of the British economy is under spare because of the virus that affects almost no one except those that were approaching the end of their allotted time on Earth anyway. Public transport is the thing that gets me. How long are we going to be able to run public transport? I mean, if public transport was just about barely getting by, I mean, they were in the want of monies from the government for Crossrail and the up and down line and the King's Cross and all of the rest of it. Spending vast amounts of money we have over the last 10 years on public transport, and I don't know what it's like up your way, but in London it has been transformed. The London Bridge Station is a marvel. It really is fantastic. King's Cross is equally great. They've done marvellous things here, there, and everywhere, maybe, and Crossrail too. And it's all finished just in time, apart from the Crossrail, which is still delayed. All finished just in time for us not to be using it anymore. I mean, if we have to keep 2 meters distance, even if we have to keep 1 meter distance, it doesn't make no difference. They'll have to run 100% of the public transport with, 10% of the receipts. How are they going to do that? I see bus after bus after bus go by me, and there's nobody on them. And yet, they've got a public transport system going. Until such time as we find a cure or a vaccine or herd immunity or any of these things, it's going to be years. How's it going to work? Does anybody even have a plan? Does anybody even mention it? No, I don't think they have.
I love that one.
Because
No.
public transport gets its money from
I want to find
tickets,
out where that's from so I
plus
can have the
public
notifications
transport
for
gets from
something.
tickets, and they got, the rental for the retail outlets in stations.
Every time we're getting a call from like, I don't want to call just, no, 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 no.
in trains, tubes, and buses. Well, they ain't got no customers, so they ain't got no adverts. So their receipts must have plunged by 90%, if not more. And yes, they're going to have to, just in order to get 10% of their income, they're going to have to provide 100% of their service. How are they going to do that? Why isn't anybody saying? I'm the only person who's talked about this, to my knowledge. Everybody's going on about pubs, restaurants, and hotels, this, that, and the other. But what about the public transport to get the people to these things? How are we going to be able to afford that? Hello, is this thing on? Somebody just wrote a letter to the Prime Minister saying that his plan to move to scrap Sunday trading laws, which would be a cap-based
That's
pubs
what's
that
going to
foods
happen.
attract to certain
Right,
drinking
to get
food
an offer
outside
there.
would face opposition. Why?
What? Is it,
Well,
Well,
it would
yeah.
face opposition.
Yeah, I
Actually,
know.
mostly from their prospective customers, apparently. We don't want to go on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, and definitely not on Saturday or Sunday.
are you able to jump up? You know from that bit where you just went down, I don't mean there.
In response to GDP,
So like if you can get back up there.
in the first full month of lockdown. Wow, that's unbelievable. A fifth. That's never happened before, ever in history.
Are you able to sort of
This is
jump
the
up and
biggest slump.
like if you were to crouch,
What's weird is it doesn't actually feel
go
like
all the
that.
way to the left as far as you can.
Because we haven't actually emerged from
Hold
our
on.
bunkers yet.
Look a little bit right now. See if you can uncrouch and just go forward.
Lost your job, or you are
Ah,
running a
okay, no, you
business
fall off too soon. Okay.
pushed into the ground. Most of us haven't really been affected that much. Cruelly, the people that have been affected the most are those that are in want of money the most. The poor are going to be disproportionately affected by this, and the young are going to be also disproportionately affected, and the young poor, well, big trouble, huge. Meanwhile, those that got a lot of money, the
Why haven't
middle
these
class
got
people,
jobs at all?
Hmm?
Why haven't these got
right
jobs at all?
from home.
Like, surely one of them is just gone into the cleric.
In fact, they're probably better off now than they were before this, because they haven't been going out and spending money on restaurants
don't
and
know.
going on holidays and buying new cars and all the rest of it. They just
I
been
wish I could tell you.
playing with the cash
Baby.
and seeing the money pile up in the bank account. They're doing just fine. 20% drop in GDP. Holy macaroni. And that followed a 5.8% slump in March, which was itself the biggest dive ever at the time. 5.8% was the biggest dive in GDP ever. And it's just gone down 20%. We've just gone through 10 years of austerity for a drop in our earnings that was less than half in total for the year 2008 that we just had in 1 month. And that plunge fueled the call for the 2-metre rule to be eased in the hospitality and retail sectors. As we've seen in South Korea and China, setting everybody free to rove about just means the virus spikes again.
No,
We're
but
all
it's
going
just
to
getting
get sent home
confident.
again. Once you paddle your way up this
Oh,
creek,
right.
very hard to paddle your way out again.
Good
This
girl.
ship's going down. 03456060973, text 84850, email nick@lbc.co.uk. If you're on Twitter, it's at LBC, finance at United 10, at LBC.
This is LBC. The unsung came from near and far. Cleaners who wipe away our worries. Friendly bank tellers and smiley delivery drivers. Here's to the healthcare workers that we'd hug if we could. We all hail the bus drivers and salute our frontliners. Local heroes, one and all. We're not an island. We are part of something far, far bigger. HSBC UK. Together, we thrive.
Minutes, you know, Sky Broadband Superfast guarantees your speed.
how stupid. It doesn't guarantee you'll win a game. Or that your video will go viral. Or that you'll match with the love of your life. But scanning broadband superfast does guarantee the speed we promised or money back. So reliable, it's million proof. Sky, believe in better. Sky Library's only speed measure to help must drop below mid download speed for 3 consecutive days. 1 month subscription refund to claim up to twice a midterm on the first floor. B2C
So I often struggled at school. Once, when we had a maths test, I looked around the room and everyone was just doing it. And I couldn't, and I began to cry. But my teacher came over and said,
Oi,
"You applied to
fucking go on with it.
There's just a handful of small ones. You can deal with that." I hear her voice in my head for every problem I face to this day. Teaching.
Go on,
Every
that's
lesson
really
shapes her life. You could get £26,000 tax-free to train as a teacher. Subject to eligibility, selected subjects only. Search Get Into Teaching.
Coronavirus UK,
Ah!
an LBC podcast.
Oh, okay, okay.
Following the data show,
Yeah.
we're winning the battle against
Yeah,
coronavirus.
that's-
Coronavirus UK. Download wherever
That sounds
you
like
get
the
your
music
podcasts.
to freaking the Saw movie.
345 973. Tweet at LBC. Text 84850.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Here's a radio show there.
Not
0345
the radio show,
973. Let's have a gag in the blood Pat.
What was that? I just see your leg there.
I almost sprayed this desk with coffee. Now, wait a minute, back up. What's this got to do with Pretty Patel? Why do you like Pretty Patel?
No, because she doesn't believe they should. She's kind of like an ogre in the government, and what she says goes. She's very dominant, very brilliant, and she says,
Just your typical Home Secretary. They've all got to be tough guys.
yeah, I know, we need to get her and put her on the rack.
Well, it seems a bit extreme, but okay then.
But okay then.
People won't come to this country because they have to isolate fortnight before they can go and do the shopping and.
Well, they just won't come. If they're going to have to stay indoors for 2 weeks before they can go out and enjoy London, or Stratford or Edinburgh or wherever, then they're not going to come. Did you get that? That's a surprise. See, I thought she was a nice lady, and she used builders' language.
Disgusting.
Wow, that took me by surprise. Pat, what's happened to you? How many cocktails have you had today, Pat? 03, it's not television, you know. 0345 6060 973. She was just explaining how awful everything is. We're in it, up to our eyeballs. As she was explaining in great detail. Awful. Paul in Cheltenham says Boris is going shopping to prove that it's safe in the same way that he went to watch rugby in Twickenham. And ended up in an ICU in hospital. Yeah, after you, Boris. Josh in Surrey says, talking of kickstarting the economy, no doubt you won't be on public transport. How's the Bentley car going? What Bentley car? I ain't got no Bentley. That's Steve Allen, that is. I'm not even allowed to be in the same street as Steve Allen's Bentley. I'm not allowed to touch it. I'm not allowed to breathe on it. I'm not allowed to even look at it. Here is Norwich Paul.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Great, thanks for asking.
Hello, mate. How are you? You alright? Yeah, not bad.
It's been a long day for me, mate. I've just got back from the protest today in London.
Oh yeah, did you have a nice time?
I want to have a time.
That's a point. They could potentially be shooting at the villagers.
Well, whose side were you on? Were you holding a banner?
Yeah, I've got
Okay.
Yeah, I was feeling a bit ashamed with what I did with the
Yeah, but then- Yeah, your iron golems are inside the village, though. They're not going to be able to do much protection from the skeleton shooting in. I'm just saying that could be another possibility for what happened to the cleric. It very well could have been deaded.
Where English still died. I'm not sure with
Where England? Well,
yeah, where English died.
but that's just a statement of fact, isn't it?
Yeah, they're doing multiple things that were affecting us. For instance, obviously we were never asked some sort of like where we get here last week for the police officers was shot.
I'm a bit confused by that. Why did they become the police? Because I would have thought that, you know, being patriots and all, that they would have been supporting the police, but they seem to be, that seemed to be their first order of the day. Let's attack the police. What was that about?
Exactly, that's what when I was thinking something like where were you last week? I was very curious about the people there last week.
Yeah.
I was so curious about it. And obviously,
Fuck that.
I don't think they can really explain.
A few of who were attacked?
Well, the one I was
Well, I'm sure a lot of people got attacked by a lot of
Nope.
people. I think it was all in the one direction.
I just thought I'd go exploring a part of a cave that I stumbled upon and I saw a witch and I was just like, nope.
I've got no idea I wasn't there. But to be honest, I kind of missed what you just said there, so I'll assume that it's okay because my glamorous assistant didn't know you. In his hands. So, but where were you then?
Yeah, I was thinking that like that,
You were where though?
I was in Trafalgar Square, and I was in
Oh. Oh, there she is. I can see her from a distance.
They were never asked what.
I don't know. I don't
They seem to be, some of them seem to be a little bit confused because on the one hand they seem to be all behind the, the officers of the state and, Her Majesty the Queen and everything that goes with that. But on the other hand, they were fighting with the embodiment of that state, which were the police themselves. I'm confused.
Yeah, I think the one thing that didn't bother me is, I mean, so there last week as well, and one thing this week was the police had boy here this week, and last week they never had boy here. They pretty much let us run boys around and have a good day. That was a bit confusing.
You were allowed to run riot. Now, what do you mean by that?
Well, obviously, because I'm still wondering, I'm talking about those man. I was multiple people burning, attempting to burn the UK flag.
Right.
That was one. And today,
That to me doesn't constitute running riot, but anyway, go on.
well, they did look right because police were running away from the Black Lives Matter movement. And I didn't quite understand why the police very well today because obviously they learned from last week's mistake. They bought one here today, so I just encouraged today.
You fucking
I'm
idiot.
for a peaceful movement. I'm for the Black Lives Matter movement, but last week wasn't very peaceful. And I thought they were well because they put one here.
And did you take all your rubbish home with you? No.
I also
Well, that's just you then, because I passed piles of the stuff on the way in here. And by the way, pretty much every single police person that I've ever seen. For Nazis, yeah. Okay. As far as the Nazis go, they were very well behaved Nazis. On their best behaviour today, the Nazis. Alright, thanks a lot, Paul. 0345 6067 Jen tweets, it just dawned on me then, why did these statues get PPE board in the NHS? Well, that's a good thought. A listener with material. I'll let that go just this once. 0345 6060973, text 84850, email nick@lbc.co.uk. If you're on Twitter, it's @LBC. Friday, Saturday night at 10. Again at LBC. It's 10:30. The news headlines with Zora Solomon.
The Prime Minister has condemned violent protests, saying racist Hungary has no place on our streets. Officers were punched, kicked and targeted with bottles by demonstrators in central London who said they'd turned out to protect statues in Parliament Square. 6 suffered minor injuries as people ignored the 5 p.m. deadline to disperse. The US Secret Service has confirmed pepper spray was used to clear Black Lives Matter protesters in Washington in the run-up to a controversial photo opportunity by the president. Donald Trump was pictured holding up a Bible in front of St. John's Church in the Capitol on the 1st of June. The security agency had originally denied such substances were used. And the Premier League has confirmed that 2 new positive cases are from their latest round of coronavirus testing. The results is from the 8th round, where 1,200 players and staff were tested. According to the club's website, one of the results is from Norwich. LPC weather will showers and
That's right, so you'll go back to training and maybe
This is LPC.
No, they might have already had COVID.
Can I apply and change my contract?
Am I entitled to statutory sick pay?
What is holiday
Of
pay?
course, they're living dangerously.
When can I take annual leave?
Is my employer allowed to change the hours I work?
fuck off!
What? Oh, go away.
Right now,
Just
it's
get away.
important to know your rights in the workplace.
How?
Get in your house, get a bow and arrow.
Impartial advice.
Take it out long distance, otherwise you make it blow up.
acast.org.uk/rights-at-work.
I don't get how though.
There's got to be a patch there where there's just a little bit, not enough light.
I've literally got lights everywhere though.
Sky Broadband Superfast does guarantee the speed we promised or money back. So reliable, convenient. Sky, believe in better. Sky Fibre is only speed measured to off lost overload in download speed for 3 consecutive days. 1 month subscription refund claimed twice in midterm after first fortnight to see Sky.com.
Thanks to the National Lottery players, South Devonshire Community Partnership are now delivering hot meals to elderly people in the community like Bob and Sam.
Thank you.
£6.4 billion of National Lottery funds
You bad.
to thousands more local projects across the UK during these exceptional times.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
The National Lottery. Your numbers.
Thank
with amazing
you.
ITV Pridecast from ITV Pride. LGBT news and views from ITV. The ITV Pridecast from ITV Pride. New episodes available monthly. This is LBC with Nick Abbott. Call 0345 6060 973. Tweet at LBC. Text 84850.
Now everybody's happy.
Literally nobody is happy. Lynn in Devon texts, it is beyond ridiculous. Every 5 minutes, the general population is expected to adopt some new faddy terminology invented by goodness knows who. And you are shut up, or worse, if you get it wrong. But of course, the media allow unchallenged any amount of insulting language if it's directed at white people. What? That took a turn, didn't it? That is not where I thought you were going, Lynn. The media allow unchallenged any amount of insulting language if it is directed at white people. Now that is unconscious bias. In inverted commas.
I thought it was down there first.
See, I thought that she was going around the bubbles. We've all got to have our
I'm
own
not behind underneath the
and we can
trees.
have our bubbles intermingle with
Might
people.
need to. Oh, okay. You made a you made a team.
Each other bubbles. To our heart's content.
Disgusting.
So that's what I thought you were talking about, but you're talking about something else entirely. I've got no idea what you're on about. What are you on about? Linda says England, I think is correct. They are unhappy with the police because they see them as not having defended their statutes. You know,
There it is.
I said this yesterday. I bet that pretty much
Just
the person
in the
in
middle
this
there.
audience at least once a week goes past a statue. It will be in your town square or up your way in some. I pass them. It must be a dozen, at least a dozen. Really short.
It's just like.
And I've got no idea who any of them are. At all. I bet you don't either. And suddenly everybody's
There
really
we go.
attached to those statues. Amsterdam, Martin.
Hello, mate. Thank you very much.
Yes, Martin.
Yeah, I think
Oh, I can go to the church. She's no go
effectively.
on.
I think, their early change will occur, and they'll do it for a way to gain political advantage, to make sure that their votes and people are still favouring them. And I think that's only when, the voices, let's say hashtag Black Lives Matter, and other sort of minorities, their voices will get heard. Once, this will just get flushed under the carpet where I think the government will just use that family behaviour, sort of community, and also
Try and kill it not in the fire.
let us sort of take order and
Ooh.
because they're
Oh, right, you got a lot of buckets on you.
however they want to set the agenda, that's what
Protection one.
Well, unfortunately,
Protection
there's some people that
one.
allow them to
And
take
oh,
the message away
protector,
and change it into something else. I mean, if you
Good shit.
I don't understand very much here, but out in America,
Yeah, still
people
got
have
charm
extreme
somewhere.
shopping.
Still pretty
They
cool.
beat down the door, they broke out the window, they're running out with surfboards under their arms. Like that has got anything to do with what the movement is about. That's just stealing, that is. And so it allows those in power to say, aha, so these people have got nothing to do with anything at all, other than they're just a bunch of thieves and anarchists, and we'll deal with them like that. I think that the left,
Ah,
apart from the fact that some of these marches are being infiltrated by people that don't have anything to do with what the march is supposedly about, there's that. But there's also, the right wing are very good at sticking
what
to
about
the
that
message.
soil just to the right there?
I mean,
Yeah.
the
I
Conservatives,
didn't
for
think
instance,
everything.
have
Oh, so it looks like it's right up close from it.
3 words, 4 words at maximum, and just repeat it over and over and over again. Don't stray from the message, don't add to the message,
like
don't say
everywhere's
anything else
proper
other
well
than this
lit.
message. Get Brexit done. Make America great again. Lock her up. All of those things that people will just repeat over and over to themselves, and they will get their blind journalists to repeat them in their papers, on television, and on the radio,
Again, it's got like a
people will
massive
wake up
deep thing.
saying these phrases. The left, on the other hand, tend to say, well, let's fix this problem over here, but let's also fix this problem over here. But we can't fix that problem until we fix these 3 problems over here, and then there's the 10 problems over there, and the 6 problems that are behind me, and there's no message. It's just a multiplicity of messages. And so I think that that's the reason why the right keep winning, as they have done. There's having a definite moment is because they've got they have the purity of a message, whereas the left, they're all over the shop. Look at the manifestos in the last general election.
yeah.
I think the Conservative Party manifesto was 2 sides of a piece of paper, wasn't it?
Oh, look to you right there. Is that a village? Oh no, it's 2 skeletons. I thought there was a village of plus a skeleton. Oh, what's going on?
The Labour Party, on the other hand, released a book, a tome. It was like 180 pages long. We're going to fix this, we're going to fix that. Nobody had any idea what they were really about. Nobody read it for a start. It was just too long, didn't read. So that's the reason that the right keep winning, is because they have the strength of sticking to a message, whereas the left just seem to be all over the place.
Yeah, I fully agree with you there, and I think this is a great opportunity.
Hello, what you doing?
Starmer, he needs to now, have some clear messages in place. He needs to sort of bring out laws,
Thank you for the pizza.
people will start listening to him.
I think he's the man for the job. I really do. I'm glad for the benefit of the nation that they have. We really need a strong opposition. Not actually, it's going to make much difference, really, for the next 4 or 5 years. In this country, it's not really democracy. It's more like successive dictatorships. Boris can do whatever he bloody well likes until the next time that he is in one of our votes.
But then what people will start doing is, like you said,
Oh, you know what? Screw you. You're gonna die, bitch.
There's definitely no fucking dark bits that I can spot.
If you deprive companies of revenue and the economy
Like
starts
literally.
to
Fuck off!
Oh crap.
then I think
Another fucking creeper!
Yeah, I don't think that's just the time for strikes. People
Shit.
will be losing their jobs left, right, and centre. I don't think they'll have the confidence to go on strike. I think it'd be just too easy to fire them. People are going to be desperately clinging on to them.
How is there another one?
There's going to be many strikes in their
When I said the spawn underneath the village somewhere that's causing them to just literally.
I've not had this problem before.
Economically speaking,
We've been playing on this for a fair while now.
pretty pleased with sugar on top. We'll get out of this, with our economy intact. But I doubt it.
Yeah, look, everybody wants to, get back working again, in a peaceful way. But also I think it's duty of Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister right now, he needs to bring some sort of policy, something in place.
Oh, what doing? You always loved pizza. That's your thing now. If I don't get a pizza spot from you, I'll be slightly
That's the
confused.
nature of our democracy. It was less than half of the people.
So this couldn't be any more lit up.
What about like under the tree there and there?
They've got all lights on them.
Completely screwed up system that we have here, as they do in America, and it just leads to one dictatorship after the next. Yeah, I'm going to have to go. Thanks for that. 0345 6060 973. Here is
Why is it
primary.
fucking messing up on this?
I was just wondering about what Jeremy told me about this, because he doesn't like church.
Making you reach the water.
Maybe that really.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. That water.
Even if I ran, I wouldn't make it.
Yeah, you would.
This is me.
You just walked off of that.
No, I jumped.
Are you sure you jumped? Because it looked like you just went. Boom.
Am I stupid? No, I jumped.
About the troops or about nuclear weapons, because I'm with it on nuclear weapons.
Quick, man! You're like, I get my oh crap! I don't have my bow!
No, I'm waiting. I go back in there and everyone's fucking refund.
Oh, because it's armor. Oh, you put it on the top. Oh, look at the things you can grow in this game. It's amazing.
Actually, I have asked that statue probably hundreds, if not thousands.
Thank you for the rock.
Pay attention to statues. Nobody does really, let's be honest.
Ah, they did drop something. Aha. Ooh, potion of healing. Instant health. Nice.
Where is it? No, I've got no idea where is it. Where is it? Is it the middle? I have no idea. I bet you don't know who's on the three main plinths in Trafalgar Square, because I don't. Not a clue. They're huge. Yeah, my opinion of people on the plinths is in much the same way as I regard people with funny titles and badges, sirs and lords and all the rest of it. I think the greater the plinth, the more complicated the badge with the title, probably the worse the person. That's probably a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right. That's what it appears to be the higher they are.
Oh, thank you for the host.
Stumbling up on their chest. It appears to be the most thing. But we also say we can put up the stumbling homes down in this country. Because a lot of them people who made a hell of a lot of money, all these sorts of names like made a lot of money out of it.
Exactly. I think the point is, don't pull it down, because that they are they're a testament to the people that built them, not necessarily the people that paid for them, but the craftsmen kids inside. Of course, they shouldn't want that, but we should celebrate the way in which they made their money.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's the point of the statues. That's the whole issue with the statuary, is that we appear to be celebrating the way in which they made their money, or how they rose to power. You know.
Well, I know. I mean, that's right. It would have been tougher than they would have been looked up to at the time. But it would have been like the television of their day back in the 1800s.
What, statues? Statues for the television of their day. Look what you just said. Well, the worst television ever. They had one channel and there was nothing on it. Yeah. You have to be quite careful.
I've been watching the history program about neighbours, and there was a ship from the Canada, and there was a hybrid ship of cells and steam engine and gunboats.
What about dirt?
This gunboat with other gunboats sailed up near the
Right, I've locked all this off. Can't get out, nothing to get in.
and they actually stayed the flight of the night. The ship again, before it's somewhere in England, you should have mentioned that in Portsmouth. It sank, they sank
The hell?
150,000 miles, and it was expressed over the surface. His name is historical, and he played with the best 5 mile cities.
I've just got an item I've never seen before.
I just watched the videos ago as well at the telly. Anyway,
Lily of the Valley.
to land to Mombasa and Mozambique.
I've heard of it.
And they caught the other ship.
I've never.
What?
What?
The shame, you know, the people that
There's a few of these. I'm under. I'm in a cave area,
were actually like
and I have never heard of nor seen these before. What the?
I think if you just
How many times can you say heat in one fucking
the
sentence?
history of any country, you
Also, don't say it to him. That's just like a challenge for him. He's like, bring it.
It's a challenge. Show, ain't it? No. Every now and again. 0345 6060 973 Friday, Saturday night at 10. Pick up at LBC.
Lily of the
Voices
Valley.
of LBC at the weekend. Andrew Castle, we have to get out of lockdown. The government is saying we have been led by the scientific advice. And they're not being led. They never have been. They're being advised. They have choices put towards them. And they left. Andrew Castle, tomorrow
I'm gonna Google that now.
on LBC.
Skype fancy price guarantees your speed. And announced it doesn't guarantee you'll win the game. Or that your video will go viral. Or that you'll match with the love of your life. But Sky Broadband Superfast does guarantee the speed we promised or money back. So reliable, it's Sky Fiber is only speed measured to almost double of internet.
Oh, the Lily of the Valley is the type of flower that was added in update 1.9. Jesus
So I
Christ.
struggled at school. Once, when we had a maths test, I looked around the room and everyone was just doing it. And I couldn't, and I began to cry. But my teacher came over.
Oh, it's
and
just
said,
a. It's just a. It can only
and you can deal with that. I
be
hear
found
the
in a flower forest biome.
Teaching every lesson ships
So,
around.
I'm assuming if I was to go up wherever I am now, or flowers all over the place. They can also be found by using bone meal on a grass, slop, or dirt in that biome. So if I put more bone meal on that bit where I am now, I can create more. So lilies of the valley can be used to make white dye. Trivia: it's the first flower to have a "of the" in its name. It always faces the same direction, no matter how the player places it.
With more than 20,000 happy customers, you can trust buycarland.co.uk. The hassle-free online car supermarket. Make buying your next car easy and simple.
Okay.
Just visit buycarland.co.uk today. Take hours on LBC. Call 0345 6060 973.
Let's get back to it.
Jan text, I was listening to one of your podcasts earlier today, the one in which you graphically described the hazards of urinals and phone boxes. Sorry about that, Jan.
That picture I showed you, the cracking in the KRA Discord. I thought, oh my god, my girlfriend actually has the same bottle. A lot less in it though. No, but it's a decent rum for rum and coke. Couldn't use it for mojitos though.
Stick it up the internet. The Nick Abbott Habit, which is the one that I put together myself, clips of old shows, a sort of concentrated funny, like a half an hour of sort of best of. And in the last one, in the one that's up there at the moment, it's
Right, so I've cornered off the
people with,
church.
to my ears,
Uh-huh.
no idea
So that's
what they're
all
talking
ready
about,
for
trying to
whatever.
explain.
Mhm.
I've took the bed up just because obviously the person that was sleeping in the bed there isn't the cleric.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So I don't know if I need to put another bed out for them.
Well, no, what I was going to do was suggest destroying. Oh, hello. Ooh, what's going on with you? Is there anyone behind him? Oh, no, it's just him.
Have a chat with you while you're in the room. They wait till you've left and then they shout at you down the hall. Very annoying.
Oh,
So I'm trying to solve that problem before it goes. And the one that's coming up on Monday, in amongst the problems that we solve, a bloke was whining about his girlfriend's hairy armpits. Stop whining. So we solved that too. That one's called What's Your Problem with Nick and Carol. If you just go search on my name, Nick Abbott Podcast, then all three will come up.
I think we need to spend a day where we catch up on his broadcast and what's the problem with Nick and Carol, because I definitely feel like we haven't listened to his last few properly, because I know I bloody haven't.
We didn't last week because we had it on, but we didn't really listen to it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, this pretty one. It's possible. Thoughts of advice, Sam?
I kind of gave up on Spotify for a while anyway, because when the lockdown first started happening, it was all just completely out of order. It's just like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck?
That's how it's come across, and that's how it's being portrayed.
What do you mean by not with them?
So, not amongst them, not holding their banners, not there. I didn't intend to go there to hold up banners of Black Lives Matter. I also didn't intend to go there to get involved with any of the troubles you saw. My intentions were near some colleagues of mine. Real Marines, we alarmed ourselves on an act after 2011. So I know you say about statues now, the Winston Churchill statue now, the centre, not me personally, and seeing how close, how it gets so close to it last week, that is when we saw a big number of us today, because we can know, what the police are going to do today, and how close these people are going to get close to the centre south.
Well, why did the people that you were on which side you were, why did they start what were these songs out about?
That's what I was about to get at. So, everyone, you see when you see us in car, like, these people are as far away as they are. But you never see or read or see car. Far left extremes. Like today, I witnessed something.
I don't think that's fair. I think that last week was the end of talk about far left extremists.
No?
You bet not get my fucking seat on them.
My fingertips, but I bet you that last week during the troubles, people were talking about far left extremists.
But also another thing today, because they can't like pulling us out from like going there to take statues or it's fire like those and it's like I get one picture.
But then that makes you not one of the people that he was talking about.
What's up?
Just one of the fish hanging out of the bottom.
Negative movements, negative sides of their movements. Like, I just think something which would really help the situation would be you've got the spokesperson of Black Lives Matter, I can't think of her name, but she's quick to come out and say, remove the statue of Winston Churchill, get him down, put him in the museum. But
made up of a whole rainbow of different types of people, just like your side was. Oh, come on, do you read the Daily Mail? There's been no end of the Telegraph. I mean, the right-wing press in this country, which is the predominant press, there's been all week long has been going on about how awful these people were, that Britain should get tough, and the police should lock them all up. And I think it's
You also read about folks on the Daily Mail, so why?
well, yeah, but they're talking about right-wing thugs, but that doesn't include you. So I don't know why you would be upset. It seems that you are including yourself in that.
What says is why is the spokesperson for Black Lives Matter not coming out and addressing the fact that vandalising war memorials is the next thing in
But do
consequence?
you respect the opinion of that person? No. So what difference does it make whether he or she says anything? Because you don't respect what they say anyway. What difference would it make?
So I'm sort of respect it. It's for me personally, I don't need to walk around London chanting, holding the banner to prove I'm not racist. I'm not a racist person.
But neither do I. But I don't feel that I have to. Why do you feel that you have to?
Have to what?
Walk around London proving that you're not a racist.
I don't. That's why I haven't done it. That's why I'm not part of the marches. And I feel left and right is just full of. It is just.
No, can we agree that the people who were spray painting the second half are morons, and the people who were attacking the police were also morons, and which were a small number of the entire number of people that were there. It wasn't all of the people on the left weren't smashing stuff, any more than all of the people on the right were smashing stuff. There was a small minority on both sides that were doing it probably because it was exciting, just the same as any other riot or fight after a football match or any of these things. They do it because it's exciting.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you're right. So people like this guy who's in Birmingham need to sort of knock it on the head that anyone who's not with them are fascist Nazis.
Well, see, that's not what I heard. I think you may be guilty of selective hearing. I think you are expecting people to call you a Nazi, and therefore you're sensitive to anybody suggesting that some people who you might have been surrounded by weren't very nice people. And I'm sure that that's the case on God, I'm going to sound like Donald Trump now. That's the case on both sides.
But that's not cool though. Like to speak up, across it's over one side and the other. Like, to be honest, we represent just somebody knows it's new, something's going on. I just want to see if ourselves how it's changed.
But could you not have seen that from on TV at home? There's some ways that Portsmouth to London just to have a look.
It's not really that fun, but like, because you can select what you see on TV as well. You can have a.
So what opinion did you come away with?
Just majority is great. Just see.
So can we say that the majority on both sides were fine? They were taking part in perfectly reasonable demonstrations, which were ruined by the usual nutters.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, Sam, I've got to go. Thanks for that. 0345 6060 973. You can text 84850. Email nick@lbc.co.uk. And your Twitter is @lbc. I want to talk about the opening of the shops. Apart from, they're talking about the last 15 minutes or so. Because they're opening on Monday. Are we excited?
No.
No. Is the answer to that question. And there's moves afoot to reduce the amount of space we're going to have to stand apart from each other. Assuming that we're actually still listening to the instructions. We may be getting all hugger-mugger anytime soon. 0345 6060 973. Friday, Saturday night at 10 Nick at LDC.
On your radio.
on Global Player and
Play LBC.
leading Britain's conversation. This is LBC.
Newsroom at 11 o'clock. More than 100 people have been arrested during violence on the streets of London. Police clashed with demonstrators outside Parliament after far-right groups called for supporters to protect statues there, which had been vandalised the previous weekend. While the Prime Minister has described the disorder as racist thuggery. This man explained why he travelled to London to take part.
It's not the majority of the crowd. Where did you come from? I'm from East Midlands. It's why I'm here to track down, because I'm not tracked down to put the statues up. It's the text.
6 officers suffered minor injuries as we ignored a deadline to dismiss.
Yeah, you got what? Could have got what?
When he got attacked by a massive mob.
Oh, massive. Magic.
Has also responded to today's violent scenes.
We have seen a small minority behave in extreme thuggery and violent behaviour today. That is simply unacceptable.
Sounds like she just said extreme buggery.
Urinated on a memorial for PC Keith Palmer, who was murdered during the Westminster terror attack, have sparked outrage. MP Tobias Elwood, who gave first aid to PC Palmer in 2017,
See these far-right groups claim to come to London to protect
Yes, that's for the bruise on my ankle.
one of our this way, or a fallen officer who was actually defending the most iconic symbol of democracy in the world. It's absolutely shocking.
Similar anti-racism protests also took place in other parts of the UK. 11 people were arrested after missiles from officers in Newcastle. Our reporter Charlotte Lynch was there.
It's were incredibly tense and lots of threats were shouted, and we'll say, there were a lot of right-wing activists out, a lot of threats shouted. The police had to form this solid line in front of those demonstrators when a few of them threatened to come into the middle of the street and confront some of the anti-racism campaigners.
Well, in Glasgow, scores of people turned out to protest, to protect the war memorial in George Square from potential vandalism. It was organised online by the same group who urged people to protect the cenotaph after the graffiti there last weekend. A Norwich player is set to miss the restart of the Premier League season after testing positive for coronavirus. The unnamed player, who was one of 2 positive results from the 1,200 tests that were carried out on players and staff across the division on Thursday and Friday. The player was isolated for 7 days before being tested again. And Matt Lucas and David Williams have apologised for playing characters of other races in Little Britain. The comedy series has come under fire recently because of the use of blackface in some sketches, with the shows removed from some streaming services. Well, this evening, Lucas and Williams posted similar statements on Twitter saying, "We're very sorry." BC weather will showers along the east coast tonight, but dying out elsewhere, a low of 9 degrees. Tomorrow, overcast in the east, showers in the north, but sunshine in the south and west, a high of 22 degrees. From Global's newsroom for LBC, I'm Source.
This is
What are
LBC.
you doing right now? Are you playing anymore or what?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yes, Belfast. Sorry to keep you waiting, Paul.
Why did you keep waiting?
I just shut him down. What are you talking about? I was talking to him for about 10 minutes. These are current servicemen, as far as I understand.
What I said there was we sort of just waved it off at the end. You have to try to get the quota or off. People that is the black quota. Black Lives Matter. Well, they all matter.
Yeah, but don't you? Oh God, I really don't. I can't be worth having this conversation with anybody, particularly you right now, Paul.
Why?
I can't be bothered, to be honest. If you don't get it, then I'm not here to educate you. Look it up if you don't understand. Like I said, look it up if you don't understand. I'm not here to educate you. Did you call to say something? Get it off your chest. Go ahead. Time's running out. Faster than you know. So you're just going to repeat. You're going to repeat what you've already said. So is that it? You just like yeah. Well, of course, all lives matter. The whole point of Black Lives Matter is that black lives, particularly in America, haven't mattered as much, if at all. No, really? Well, if only I'd known. Oh, you... I can't be bothered more, honestly. 0345 6060 973. Portsmouth, again. Ali.
Hello.
Ali.
Yes, speaking. I think every single statue, including this statue, should be still in a museum. You know, and history. You cannot change it.
Because they're history.
Then you cannot change it. Nothing can change the history. So they should have some sort of like a
Waterfall.
Yeah.
You scan the bar.
Oh, well, one comes up, I could get her to bring some
I
stuff.
fly every day in London. I mean, 5 days a week. And I'm a truck driver.
My other fan.
Other people can afford for home.
Yeah, the superpower one. Oh, that'd be nice in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Just get into bed. No.
Even that one's a bit much more.
Well, that doesn't sound like a bad idea, actually. Let's take all statues down. Why not?
Yeah.
The only statue that I particularly like in London at the moment is the one that temporarily occupies the so-called fourth length in Trafalgar Square, which changes on a regular basis and is often some of the best public art in the country. One thing I there is really good.
We make a special cycle lane.
Let's take statues down to make more room for cycles. I'm not sure that that's a good argument, but
What
yeah,
are
I
you
think there should be
thinking?
more room for cycles.
My mum potentially bring my TV down. Oh. There would be anyway. Huh?
Is that a big TV?
I think it might be the same size as that.
Okay. What were you going to say? There ain't anywhere
Yeah, it's just like they don't know where to put it.
yet, but I'm sure you can work something
Well,
out.
that's not such a bad idea.
I think I was thinking like that in terms,
Thanks a lot.
like
Yeah,
you know in there where we
0345
both said now like the desk could go in the bay bit. I'm thinking, let's just not move and just putting stuff on the window ledge. But that'd be great, you know, space there and then. Don't worry, hold on. Before you say anything, I've thought ahead, okay? Yeah, I've got a thing there, that means the desk space will be more clear for like, you know, whatever. And I thought, well, if the window's open, if I'm streaming AM, sun against the back of electrical appliances, probably not the best idea.
Also, the windows, not so much in the summer, but especially sort of in the colder weather, they get condensation, get mouldy.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that too much. I'd just worry about the light on the back of the appliance. I mean, where things get mouldy, that's just because the windows aren't being open to air out. But
Not necessarily.
well, okay.
I've had problems
On
mould in there, in here, the bedroom, and the kitchen.
how often did you open the windows?
Which is good because if you listen to what they actually say,
Not often, but that's when it was winter. It's good enough for them.
No, yeah, okay.
Right.
Mhm.
It's just, I love that everybody is just sweeping.
Because I was just thinking, like, we could start playing things like PUBG
Yeah,
and
well,
Border.
yeah.
Sorry.
Temporarily, you could use one of the cabinets in there, maybe the cabinet with the drawers,
Every single
put your TV
thing
on.
that they say, everything about them, from the
You
top
probably
of
have to sort of
their
have
to
either
the soles of
the
their
armchair that's
Oh,
in there, or one of the kitchen.
I would not be
the
sitting in
dining
an
chair.
armchair, but that's the thing. I've already thought about things like that, and it's just like,
Frank says,
ugh.
out there right now are hobby agitators just after the hell of it, causing trouble for the buds. Correct.
I think I'm just getting too like, oh, get TV in. Just
to follow what you before the news. People, big fights.
You handed up, I got there eventually.
Of course they do.
oh yeah, I know eventually, but that's the thing. My mum's gonna be coming up and visiting more, you know, because she's wanted to come up there ever since, you know, like the last time she came up, because she likes to come up at least once a month, maybe. What?
Shame more fucking knows. I'm gonna make a fucking cake at the moment.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
No, I promised her the next time she comes up, I'll make a fucking cake. You literally gave me no fucking notice. I'm not joking.
I don't want to take you to bake a cake to you when you get home from
Well, I
work.
won't be able to because I won't have all the gluten-free stuff and whatnot. Fuck's sake. I could have got like a really nice like a roast dinner set, like gluten-free and whatever else.
Don't worry, I would have thought about that.
How?
Well, I was going to come up to Colt with you in the morning and just pick up a few bits. You know, when my mum's here, and like obviously I would time it for when you got back. We could all have something to eat together.
I know you just about eating in front of you.
Well, I'm not. So you don't want to eat something with me and your mum?
Oh yeah, obviously I do, because I know it means a lot to you. And you want to, but
No, yeah, but I mean,
just make sure it's like a little meal, not a massive huge meal.
okay, yeah.
Don't do anything like major big.
I can do that. Because I know she can eat chicken, I know she can eat roast potatoes, and I know,
Probably gluten-free Yorkshire's.
oh yeah, forgot about that. And I was just gonna get some chicken breast, cook that in foil so it's nice and juicy. I can't stand it when it's cooked outside foil because then the outside goes dry and it's just bleh. Because then you get more on the plate and there's no wastage of bone in it. That's what I hate about doing that with chickens. Yeah. Some chicken, some roast potatoes, Yorkies now, and veg. Yeah.
Do they sell? I'm pretty sure we do, but get some like gluten-free flour or something. And then you can do the roast potatoes how you normally do with flour.
No, yeah, I know I could do that. Yeah. I had thought about that.
Because they're fucking much.
I know, but that's the thing. I can still make, you know, somewhat decent roast potatoes even without flour. It's just about how it's coated in the oil, to be honest. I think it'd actually taste better.
What without it?
Yeah.
Where did the money come from?
Damn, motherfucker, damn.
I've
Hello.
already got veg. She's doing veg rich corner.
Yes, I already asked for that. Hold on.
Where did the money come from? And they're always a bit hesitant about business and blah blah blah. And you find out that it was either drugs, because we were heavily into drugs. I mean, that's how we got Hong Kong, isn't it? Because we parked our gunboats off China and demanded that they buy our drugs. And so they said, oh, all right, then we killed enough of them, and here's Hong Kong for your trouble. And if it's not drugs, then it was slaves.
But I said to her, what veg? She said, carrots sounds good. And I said, anything else apart from just carrots? It's like, what have you got? I was like, just tell me what you can have. And she's like, I don't mind, but no broccoli, peas, beans, or cauliflower.
I really love sweet corn.
Mm-hmm.
You can get some like fresh carrots.
Mm-hmm. Brussels sprouts,
Brussels sprouts. I like sprouts.
leeks potentially as well.
Actually, that's really good. I don't know how outdated it is, but it's definitely got some. If not, I think it's got frozen ones.
We'll figure it out.
If you're on Twitter, it's @LBC. What do you think about those?
Oh, well, at some point I need to tidy this shit up.
How about that one?
I might get up early and have a
Donald Trump
bath.
can't possibly have heard Boris expressing his deeply felt feelings about Donald Trump, because otherwise we'd be well, probably be at war right now. 0345 6060 973 Friday and Saturday night at 10. Nick Abbott, LBC.
This is LBC.
The unsung came from near and far. The cleaners who wipe away our worries. Friendly bank tellers and smiley delivery drivers.
I'll make sure I have facts for mine.
But we'd hug if we could. We all hail the bus drivers and salute our frontliners.
Well, Grant,
Local heroes, one and all.
what I can spring there.
We are part of something far, far
Sorry.
bigger.
When it's 1999 and Friday night is about to go off, just a picture of an inside of a blockbuster.
What?
I changed my mind, I'm just from happy with you.
To protect your friends and family, Testing and tracing must become a new way of life. The resident to
What are you sitting down for?
Right, you're a fucking gag, obviously.
Yeah, I can make my own.
For 14 days.
I'm just saying.
Oh, really? Very helpful.
I know.
Nice. You know what?
Oh, where's the controller?
Up your ass.
Save lives.
I wasn't asking about faction control, I want this. Yeah. But yeah, in terms of the whole TV thing, I would just wait. I don't know that kind of stuff. I haven't even got anything set up in there anyway. And I don't want to have to, oh well, we could just do this, we could just do that, because then I don't want to like settle, you know? I want to get things sort of done and sorted to the way that I haven't, you know, the way I see it in my head and the way I hope you kind of see it being in there as well, rather than just, oh, we could do this for now. It's like, no.
But then you'll get comfortable with that and not actually.
Exactly. And plus, I'd like a proper chair in there as well. So,
Yeah, you said about a chair before.
yeah.
I can't remember what it was. But
The PL Verta something 6000. Oh, if I could get one of those.
they're fucking expensive.
Somewhere in the region of £200 to £400,
Fucking hell.
depending on where you get it from, and if you can get it at a sale price.
I'm gonna have a look at this. What is it? PL.
Hold on. I can. If I just did that and then that and here we go. This is on the actual website, the company's website. Here we go. That's in euros, by the way, so don't pay attention to that. Vertigear Racing Series. So basically, Vertigear PL 6000. That's the one you're looking for. It's just, it is the only chair I could find that I could specifically find out about weight limits and stuff like that.
Yeah. I've been looking at it like 300 quid.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know.
They're
But that's the thing.
decent.
It's one that will last because it's designed for people. It's designed for the maximum weight limit is like a lot heavier than what I am, so I know from that aspect it'll be fine. It's designed for tall people as well, so that'll be quite nice. And all the arms, hold on. And the arms as well, I like the idea of, because if you see this bit here, that bit it pulled outward sideways. There's lots of custom what it can do. Hold on. Where's the other bit? See if I can find. What?
And I only managed it twice in about 2 months.
Oh, I think one.
Oh, what's that?
It's not.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not the fucking. That's not the one I want. Oh yeah, hold on, look. Height. It's made for people in between 5'9" and 6'8". So if you're shorter than 5'9", it's not a good chair for you. And I'm 6'3/4". That's slap bang in the middle. Someone even said the Vertigo PL6000 works best if you're quite tall and or quite broad. However, as a smaller person, I was still able to appreciate this. Yeah, I love that. And up to 200 kilos. 200 kilos. That's a lot.
Well, we did need it, though. Oh, yeah. I mean, if we hadn't had this the last week or so of rain, then
Oh,
we'd
so
have
that
much
one.
like bands
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Look,
Like a
yeah,
shelf,
sorry.
6,000.
The armrest, dirty.
Yeah.
It goes left to right, backwards and forwards. You can twist it, and it goes up and down. And it tilts back to like this angle here.
Mm.
I would never have it tilted anyway, but it's nice to know that it can do that.
You know, the Bible standing in front of that church, and then he's cancelled the.
But yeah, I'm like I said, I've just mainly gone for it because of the weight limit, the recommended height usage, and the adjustability for the arm things as well.
Mm.
That is what I do like. So yeah, that's the chair I would want as like my ideal chair.
Oh.
Vertigo private sale then.
So you're not going to be rushing out to any shops.
What is that?
No, I can't wait for the footy season to start.
Yeah, that's the PL6000, you know that. Right. I was trying to copy and paste that because I wanted to.
Let me see what it's in.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty fine, pretty good. Yeah. Black white, black red, black green. Ooh.
Oh, that'd be great. Don't like orange.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
There were just large groups of people, all of them, not all of them, but many of them were having barbecues, which you can't do in the park.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wouldn't really care too much about the colour.
Mm.
As long as it's not green, I wouldn't really green on there because if I do go for green screen, I mean I would be sitting on it, but when I stand up it would look a bit odd.
Mm.
I think that we should have done it, but I think a lot of people thought, you know what, forget that. Yeah, I'm going to pay attention. I'm really sorry, but I have to go. What did I play? Am I going to break it? I think so. Oh, am I? Well, I got rid of that boat too soon. Anyway, thanks a lot. Maybe we've got to go anyway. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Yeah, shops. They're going to be thrown out of their doors on Monday, and Boris Johnson is going to go to a shop in order to encourage us to go out. Here we go. Okay. Anybody want to follow Boris anywhere? No. Chancellor Rishi Sunak has advised MPs to follow the PM's lead and to step out into high streets in their own constituencies to relieve the public's fears. Well, is that going to work? Does anybody feel like their local MP can relieve their fears? Government scientists have told ministers that the 2-metre rule can be relaxed by businesses after lockdown, as long as they introduce other measures, like pretending that the virus won't come back. Those kind of measures. Officials are contacting businesses directly to find out how they are planning to keep shoppers safe, we are led to believe. Really? Well, that's interesting. There's 306,000 shops in this country. Exactly how are officials going to contact them, I wonder. Hundreds of shops are busily preparing for the expected stampede of customers on Monday when they fling open their doors for the first time since the lockdown. Stampede. Well, I guess we'll find out. Maybe it'll all go very, very well. Most I doubt it. Oxford Street in central London eased back to something approaching normality as employees of flagship stores started readying for the expected flood of shoppers. Westminster Council billboards urging pedestrians to keep 2 metres apart were stationed on pavements, which are expected to be rammed next week. Expected or hoped to be. And I hope that they are. But, you know, shops were all in big trouble before the virus. because we don't shop in shops anymore. We buy online with tax-avoiding foreign mega sites, and then complain that the high street is nothing but charity shops, because then the two things aren't connected. Retailers are under strict instructions from ministers to enforce rigid social distancing to avoid raising the infection rate. Going to be very, very strict. This is going to be queues outside, fitting rooms will be off limits, a maximum limit on the number of customers allowed in the store at any one time. It's like one in, one out. There'll be protective screens and tills, hand sanitizers, you get squirts all over the place. Which are all reasons to stay at home and shop on Amazon. And I really hope that doesn't happen. I've been banging on about the death of the high street for years now. All the money that used to flow, I mean, if people listen to the show a lot, you'll be able to say this along with me. All of the money that used to flow virtuously around the economy is now flooding out, draining out, it is, to sit in the account of a man with a space rocket fetish. But we keep avoiding British shops owned by British Britons who pay their British taxes because they can't avoid paying their British taxes. And we spend all of our money with online giants that don't pay taxes so they can undercut the shops that we claim we're so attached to. And there's a boatload of them going to open on Monday. HMV rather, was going to reopen Fenwick. John Lewis, Sports Direct, Selfridge, House of Fraser, Harrods, all opening at least to some of their stores and hoping for the best, which is pretty much how it's been for physical stores for years now. They open up, they hope for the best, expecting the worst. So this is happening in England. All non-essential retailers will be allowed to reopen on Monday, when shops will only legally be allowed to reopen if they are COVID secure. Whatever that means. You better know what that means, because it comes with a fine if you ain't. £1,000 to shop owners as a fine if you have not carried out adequate risk assessments. It remains to be seen the extent to which shoppers will be willing to put up with social distancing measures in stores, with many tired of queuing for supermarkets and pharmacies and DIY chains. So we'll see. Isn't it exciting?
No.
Echoing these concerns, Primark said that as long as the social distancing is required, we expect it to restrict the capacity of our busiest stores from achieving their aggregate pre-COVID-19 sales. Which is a long way around of saying, and it's us what done it. This thing is going to speed up all the changes that were just troubling along. This is like being put in a tube and shot forward in time. It's going to increase automation. No, don't mind about the shops that are going to close and the businesses that are going to fold. The businesses that are actually successful will automate like mad now because people seem to be the weak link. Robots aren't, well, I was going to say robots are subject to viruses, but not computer viruses, this kind of virus. They can continue working 24 hours a day. They don't need sick leave, they don't need maternity leave, they don't need holidays, they don't complain about pay, none of that. Also, people are going to start working at home with everything that comes with that. All of the infrastructure that's around office blocks, sandwich shops, business persons' shirt shops, flower sellers, all of that infrastructure that clings around massive office facilities, which are going to be empty from now on. The people that own the offices, what are they going to do? There's no end of changes in the company. Public transport, we're going to completely rethink that. Just as we have just about, I was going to say perfected, but it's improved in London particularly so much just lately, and now there's not probably anybody using it anymore. The changes that are coming are huge, and particularly shopping in person in a store. I mean, if you clothes shop if they don't even allow you to try on the clothes? You just sit there ordering stuff online, and then the postmates will come down your driveway, and every day will be like a birthday. Better. Better for you personally. I mean, we seem to have already made that decision. We like shopping online.
Really?
But we also decry the death of the high street, so that has nothing to do with us. What interesting time to be alive, eh? 0345 6060 973, Friday, Saturday night at 10 p.m. You see, just past 11:30. Headlines was awesome.
In central London, police officers have had bottles thrown at them during protests by far-right organisations and groups describing themselves as football supporters. Some demonstrators say they were just there to protect statues and war memorials, which were vandalised last weekend by anti-racism protesters. The police say 6 officers suffered minor injuries in the clashes. More than 100 people were arrested. A man was also filmed during the demonstrations urinating next to a memorial dedicated to the police officer killed in the Westminster Bridge terror attack in 2017. MP Tobias Elwood, who tried to save PC Keith Palmer's life following the attack, said the photo is abhorrent. Well, BC weather showers along the east coast tonight, but dying out elsewhere, a low of 6 degrees.
This is LBC.
TfL has a plan to help London reopen carefully, safely and sustainably. We're temporarily changing when 60-plus Londoners have photo cards, old persons' freedom passes and English National Concession Scheme passes can be used. From the 15th of June, you will only be able to use these passes from 9 a.m. on weekday mornings. This is to protect those who must travel in the morning peak and allows you to travel at times when you can safely social distance from others. For more information, search TfL Restart Plan. To the Mayor of London and TfL, every journey matters.
Start saving on your energy bills with one of our carefully selected suppliers, Bounce's Auto Switch Solution. For more information, text BOUNCE to 81156.
No. Go on. Go on. Go on. Up. Okay.
see it, correct. And I know that there are, well, you've got Little England, but there are little nationalists on both sides who entire political thought processes are just to take back, what's that phrase, over everything else, and neither of our quite frankly, get along. Yeah, right. I'm glad to go. Thanks for that. Cheers, mate. 0345 6060 973. Glenn Tipton says, you seem to be straddling two horses. First you said right with the thugs, then you said left with the thugs. You don't seem to be able to make your mind up. Of course I make my mind up, Glenn. My mind is that, or the thing that I've made up my mind about is that the thugs are thugs, regardless of what kind of blackout they're waging about. That's my mind that is made up. How can you not understand that already? I must have said that until I am red and blue in the face. A sort of magenta hue. Age tests. The economy needs priming to help restore public confidence. Where to find the cash? A windfall tax. Supermarkets. Insurance and Amazon to staff. The tech giants need to pay taxes. I know that was going to come as a shock. What a revolutionary concept, Dave. But you can't keep getting away with not paying any taxes by making billions and billions and billions of pounds. How do we let that happen? To be clear, the tech giants pay all the taxes that are legal in the jurisdiction in which they do business. Keep saying over and over and over. I'm sticking with the message. Some people want to say the lawyer. Here's where you think about it. Precisely that. We pay all the taxes that are due in every jurisdiction in which we do business. It's just that we employ hundreds of people in giant shiny buildings to comb through the regulations to find a way around them. Legally. As though that makes it right. Of course it doesn't really well make it right. But, again, it's our fault. Jeff Bezos didn't take our money, we gave it to him. Because he offered us a small convenience and a discount of 10 pence. That's as superficial as we are. So we sit at home, we come through the internet, we buy stuff we don't need, the money we haven't got. And the banks, the credit card people do a little happy clappy dance, and we're getting ourselves in ever greater amounts of debt. And the amount of debt we've got already, never mind about the virus and everything that's going to go on with that. The debt that we have up to our hairy armpits. And so there's that, but there's also the people that don't actually buy anything, and the virus has made them practically a monopoly. It's practically like water and gas and electricity now. It's become a utility. And we know how set up their finances in order to skirt the rules that we, or those who do pay taxes, can't. And we can put perfectly happy doing that. And then, in the very next breath, we complain that the high street's nothing but estate agents and charity shops now. As though it's got nothing to do with us. It's ridiculous. And I really do hope that this gives us the impetus, this virus, and the imminent destruction of the economy, gives us the impetus to change the way in which we shop, to actually do something patriotic for this country, and go out and spend our money in British shops owned by British people who pay British bloody taxes. What a concept. Who's with me? Anyone? No. Think so. 0345 6060 973. Friday, Saturday night at 10 p.m. LBC.
An emergency appeal for globals make some noise.
Supported by HSBC UK.
We're raising money to help those hit hardest by coronavirus in our communities.
In the last decade, many of the indicators of
a message from the government about the next stage of controlling coronavirus, NHS test and trace. To protect your friends and family, testing and tracing must become a new way of life. If you have symptoms, you need to get a test immediately. Don't leave home for any other reason. If you test positive, we will contact you to trace people who might be infected. From now on, if you're told you've been exposed to an infected person, you must self-isolate for 14 days. Play your part and do the right thing so we can safely return to a more normal life. Go to nhs.uk or call 119. Stay alert, control the virus, save lives.
Life admin. We all put it on. But switching energy supplier is so easy, you don't even need a to-do list. Sign up to Banks, and we'll automatically switch you onto the best deal from one of our carefully selected suppliers. That's one less thing to worry about. Banks onto a better deal at switchwithbanks.com.
Leading Britain's conversation, LBC, with Nick Abbott.
Worried Fiona texts Nick this from you. Look at the government directives for shop owners designed into I will not fear. I don't want to and you can't make me. She says the directives are full of weasel words which basically mean shops don't have to adhere to anything. It's up to the shop if they follow the advice, which is why the virus will continue. Look it up, Nick, says Fiona. I'm certainly not going to do that. What if they said, it's one in, one out, you have to wear
I spend more time cleaning the stuff from the box than it takes to go to the supermarket and buy it. I take eggs out of the box and wash the eggs. Inside the eggs. I only restrict myself to washing the outside.
Oh.
What's the inside? That's all.
Oh, I've got a follow apparently.
Adam the Knave.
Hmm?
Adam the Knave.
Oh. Oh no, that's an auto host.
Being inside a pair of jeans, etc., before they try them on. Oh. Probably even wearing the same underwear as the day before. Dreadful. I'm glad everything's going to be fumigated now. It's fantastic. Said that anonymous texter. That's right. Oh my god, I'm going to have to set fire to absolutely everything in my wardrobe now. It might have been in contact with somebody's area.
Well, head over there. Pardon me. See one? If you can see one, it doesn't matter. Hang on.
There's about time the left started taking tricks out of the right's book.
Fortunately for that, like, really panic attack.
Do you want to win?
Okay.
I mean, we don't want to.
Actually, the underdog.
Just with your mum coming down tomorrow.
Ah.
Joe Biden in America can
So searching up quick and easy pig recipes. Oh dear. When I promise someone something, I'm going to make sure I'm not promise.
I would be surprised if Donald Trump everything he's got going against him. I still think he's going to win. Because for several reasons.
I'm not fucking finished most of this live.
The right do tend to have the ability to stick to the message. Yeah, that's an easy to remember slogan and just repeat it over and over and over. And if anybody tries to get you off the point, don't let them. Just keep repeating the same thing again and again. Don't wear a mask in public, even if it's going to protect people's lives, because it makes you look weak. And every time I see Joe Biden speaking in a mask, I think, take it off. It doesn't go down well on television.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was going to be me now. Fuck you. I was just looking up something.
Not yet.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, well, those weren't pictures, those were notices, particularly amongst specifically about the people that caused trouble on both sides were notices. That's where we part company with that thought, because I think that there is no far to there isn't a place that's too far to the right for Donald Trump, because that's where his fans want him to go. And all that he has to do is get all of the people that voted for him last time to vote for him this time, and he'll win regardless of the opposition. And the thing that Boris Johnson is, he can do whatever he blooming well likes for another 4 years. That's the nature of our system. I'm going to have to go, but thanks a lot, Belfie. 0345 6060 973. Friday and Saturday night at 10, Nick Acton, LBC.
On your radio, on Global Player, and
LBC.
leading Britain's conversation. This is LBC.
At midnight, more than 100 people have been arrested during violence on the streets of London. Police clashed with demonstrators outside Parliament after far-right groups called for supporters to protect statues there, which had been vandalised by anti-racist activists last weekend. The Prime Minister has described the disorder as racist bubble. Black Lives Matter activists gathered in other parts of the city with peaceful protests also held elsewhere in the UK. Home Secretary Priti Patel says the unrest is appalling and shameful.
I think we've seen a very strong policing operation in London in particular. The fact of the matter is the Metropolitan Police have been, yes, out there in force in anticipation of a range of protests and a range of gatherings, and the policing has been effective.
Although police set a curfew for all protesters to clear the streets by 5 in the afternoon, hundreds stayed on, with clashes seen with police and other demonstrators for several hours after the curfew. LBC senior reporter Matthew Thompson was in central London. Things have been getting a lot quieter.
So it doesn't feel like this has been
Sorry, chicken, but you're no time.
scattered.
Well, if you don't fucking go next to the fucking level like that, you're gonna fucking die, you twat. Bye.
Nothing like the scenes that we saw earlier today. Certainly nothing like the scenes we saw around this time early last weekend.
We're being asked to help identify a man who was photographed urinating next to a memorial for a police officer killed in the 2017 Westminster Bridge terror attack. PC Keith Parliament was trying to disarm a terrorist outside Parliament. One of the first on the scene was MP Tobias Albert, who tried to save the officer's life. He says he's disgusted by the photograph taken during protests.
I hope this individual will step forward and apologise, because he's not a patriot, he's an embarrassment to Britain. And we should make very, very clear that this is not who we are. We are in a desperate moment. We have to self-reflect.
Oh, you walked into that, you twat.
About where we want to go. So when individual events such as this disgusting act happen, let's make sure there's a rest for followers.
A Norwich player is set to miss the restart of the Premier League
Oh,
season.
who gives a shit?
Positive for coronavirus. The unnamed player has got a 2
Oh no,
positive
he's
results
gonna miss the fucking football.
tests
What a fucking shame.
across the division on Thursday and Friday. isolate for 7 days before being tested again. And comedy actors Lucas and David Williams have tweeted an apology for playing characters of other races in some of their sketches on their show Little Britain. It's been temporarily removed from some streaming services for review. Recent weather showers on the east coast from elsewhere, a low of 9 degrees. Later today, overcast in the east, showers in the north, with sunshine for the south and west, a high of 22 degrees. From the newsroom for LBC, I'm Source Woman.
This is LBC for Global, leading Britain's conversation with experts. What the hell is going on? Beats me, Donnie. This text says, let's get a sense of reality. Oh, reality? Come on. You remember reality? No. Let's get a sense of reality. There are extremists in both camps, but don't let either camp split the divided majority who are respectful of all minorities and acknowledge structural inequalities and want to address these. So read that again. Negative. In closing, don't let extremists on either end win the battle. Correct one now. Peter Parker tweets. Really? Peter Parker. We bailed the banks out of billions when they screwed the country through stupidity. It's time they bailed us out now. Well, let's ask them. Hey, banks, you going to bail us out now? Yeah, it's a no. No.
Yeah, that's enough.
They did very, very well. A lesson was that they can do any kind of criminality that they can dream up in order to make money in the short term, and they will get bitten in the long term. We'll pick up the pieces. Yeah, you're welcome. Alan, Alana tweets, Nick, I'm laying in bed listening to your show through a speaker in my pillow. Listen, flipping trumpets, hitting with my ear on. What trumpets? Oh, these. That. What's a speaker? You have a speaker in your pillow. Is that wise? Eastbourne, Robert. Oh, good man. Me too. It's frightening, isn't it? Yes. Awesome. I'll step into the 1990s. You never know, you might like it. It seems hard to believe that they work well, because they'll have to then put everything that anybody tries on in a box and let it sit for a stew for 72 hours. See what grows. What kind of footwear have you got in mind there, Robert? What kind of thing have you got in mind that we're going to buy? Casual footwear. Yes. Or like what? Yes, definitely. Where are you going? No, I don't mean that. I mean, where are you walking to? Anywhere special or just out? Ah, that sounds lovely. Sounds a delight. Very well. Why did it have to be Joe Biden? I mean, the guy looks like, he looks like a piece of fruit that's been left out in the sun. It looks like he's been desiccated, like he's been dried out like a prune. I mean, he's about 1,000 years old. Why did it have to be him? It's already been disastrous. It's been catastrophic. I think it's already looked for. Right, but best luck with your footwear there, Robert. I wish you all the best. Try sandals. Sandals with a pair of souls. That's a fantastic book for mostly your age. 345 6060 973. Let's have Enfield Ruler.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
How are you?
I'm great, mate. How are you?
It's been a while, I'm all right, thank you.
Well, let me just say,
Hello. I'm really glad for you too, but
What the fuck happened there?
Why?
Yeah, it just looks like a bit of. It looks like something's. It is like. It just looks a little odd. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
'cause I haven't filled that bit in.
You haven't done what?
I haven't filled that bit in.
What do you mean?
Just where it goes up like that, and then it goes down. I just
Yeah.
need to put some more dirt on that bit.
Oh, you're bringing it up?
I can build that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
don't touch it. No fingering the goods, people. Yeah. So what have they told you about your new working environment? So how many people are they going to allow in? How many going in?
fuck off!
Because if they allow, say, 50 people in,
Uncrouch.
Yeah, I'm trying.
say it's over 5 floors, it's a huge place, and they allow 50 people in, and that would seem like it would be, you know, space enough to the distance. But if every single one of those 50 people wants to go to the cosmetics cafe, for instance, then they're all in big trouble. So you're going to have to wear a mask. That's our point of going to a store, it's customer service. Yeah, well, at least you've got that position to go back to. No. Well, I'm not a big shopping person. Shopping clothes just drives me up the wall. I can't stand it. There's nothing else I really need apart from food. Smash it. No, I just want to get in.
Fuck off! Fucking pricks.
No, pushing.
Why'd you leave?
Just want to test them for now.
Best of luck with your first day back. 0345 6067 973. Yeah, everything's about to change. Unless everything doesn't change, unless the shops open their doors on Monday, the expecting
I
payment
don't call it a night swing because we didn't get up there and then far.
and receive
Okay.
nothing. I'm expecting nothing. I'm with Boris Johnson. I can't believe I just said that. I think Boris Johnson is completely correct in every respect. We should get out there and start shopping. You know, there's a lot of people who have gone through this last almost 3 months now, and they've got more money than they did before because they haven't been out there spending. They've managed to keep their job because they've got a plus one full job that they can do at home, and everything's fine and dandy. Get out there and start spending money, but particularly with people that have a physical presence and can't avoid paying their blooming taxes. Let's keep the money in this country, as opposed to what we've been doing up to this point, spending all the money that we've got and tons that we don't, on stuff we don't need, on online retailers that are based on a blue circular Jupiter for tax purposes. The money's just draining out of the country. Let's rebuild the high street. We can actually come out of this and become a better place to be. We can we can look at the country that's less polluted for a start. I mean, if we're going to be working at home, that's great. Let's hang on to that and not drive as much as we used to. In the last couple of weeks, there's been so many people getting about the centre of town. I've noticed on bike way more than there were before. In fact, it's a bit scary because there's 11 groups of youths on wheels. They may not actually be doing anything wrong, they may just be getting about the place. But it's a bit alarming because there aren't any cars, there's just kids on bikes. And because there's no cars, they just seem to not respect the rules of the road. And the kids on those electric scooter things as well, which I don't think are illegal yet, breaking the law. But both of those things would be benefit to the human rights. People with asthma have had a marvellous time. Nature has had a marvellous time since we've been locked in. You know, just insects about, splattered all over the front of my car. Just, you have to scrape it. It's like people lived in the 1970s. You've got to scrape a hole. You can see through your windscreen now. There's so many dead insects on there. Let's hang on to that. Let's start spending money with companies that will benefit the country, rather than with people that are already billionaires that got a space rocket fetish. Let's make better decisions about where we spend our money and what we spend our money on. And then we might actually pull a little success from the jaws of defeat, which would hands in the air. Keep up my account. No one. 0345 6060 973. Friday, Saturday night at 10. Pick up at LBC.
This is LBC.
This is a message from the government about the next stage of controlling coronavirus, NHS Test and Trace. To protect your friends and family, testing and tracing must become a new way of life. If you have symptoms, you need to get a test immediately. Don't leave home for any other reason. If you test positive, we will contact you to trace whether you are infected. From now on, if you're told you've been exposed to an infected person, you must self-isolate for 14 days. Play the part and do the right thing so you can safely return to a more normal life. Go to nhs.uk or call 119. Stay alert, control the virus, save lives.
Sky Broadband Superfast guarantees your speed. Not stupid, it doesn't guarantee you'll win a game. Or that your video will go viral. Or you'll match with the love of your life. But Sky Broadband Superfast does guarantee the speed we promised, or money back. So reliable, it's million-proof. Sky, even better. Sky Fibre is only speed measured on cost double in internet speed for 3 consecutive days. 1 month subscription refund. Get twice a minute on multi-version to Cisco.com.
When it comes to finding something new, you can start the conversation at Hello You. Sign up and browse profiles for free at helloyoutating.com and start the conversation today.
David Roberts on LBC.
He is very sick and dangerous.
Yeah, and But they have been given out fines, boatloads of them, tens of thousands of fines being given out, most of us surprised. There's been no end of fines being given out, but not today. The parks that I passed by, which were absolutely rammed with large groups of people, all sitting close to each other, completely ignoring the fact that it might be dangerous to their lives. Max says the UK should just build its own version of Amazon and boot them out. We've got our own versions of Amazon. It's called shops. You know, even if you are concerned about going to stores, you can buy them. Now, I'm not suggesting that Amazon is a bad company and it's run by a bad man, and that you shouldn't buy stuff on Amazon. Probably everybody in the whole wide world, outside of China, buy stuff on Amazon. China has got their own Amazon. But don't buy everything in the same place. I mean, come on.
I'm a little over halfway now.
I'm making an effort. I mean, the stuff that I
Mm.
my very, very best to try and source from the actual manufacturer. If it's a British product, instead of just doing the easy thing and buying it from a mega site from which you can get everything, try just tracking down what it is that you're after from the original manufacturer, choose a British company. I mean, that's the least you can do. Catholic Rocker says masses of people browse supermarket shelves, picking things up, putting them back, squeezing and putting the fruit and veg, which are not then quarantined for days. So why do clothes and books have to be? Does make sense? Well, that's a good point. Yeah, stop fingering the fruit, people. That's a good point. I know I do. I mean, I don't feel guilty for doing it, but you know, it's so ingrained in me. You pick up something from the supermarket shelf, and it says, best before tomorrow. And you think, well, there's probably something in the back of this one there that's best before next week. I'll look for that. So I do. I am very sorry.
Right, I'd like to record it.
I apologise. So not only are shops about to open, but lots of restaurants may also be about to open. Pubs and restaurants and shops can only 2 metre rule when they reopen, but, and it's a big but, they should ban singing and shouting because it spreads the coronavirus. Not groovy, the other one. That one. I get it mixed up. One's called groovy, one's called goofy. Goofy, you idiot. When restaurants and pubs reopen, they're going to have to ban singing and shouting because it spreads the coronavirus. It means that businesses could have staff working closer together. Sometimes they don't do the okey-dokey. Government scientists have told ministers and businesses that they could bring in new rules, such as regular breaks and getting workers to sit side by side. Make it safer for people to be within 1 metre of each other, not 2 metres, 1 metre. It's safer if you sit side by side. Really. So that's what it takes to avoid getting the virus. Sit side by side. Couldn't we have done that instead of locking ourselves away for 3 months? Papers drawn up by the government's scientific advisors outline possible options to kickstart the economy, including staggering working hours, working in smaller groups, video conferencing, and increased cleaning. Other ideas also included the use of antimicrobial surfaces and replacing door handles with sensors, none of which your average pub or restaurant or shop will be able to afford today. I mean, big ones perhaps, not the average restaurant, pub, bar or shop. I mean, and as for the cleaning, I suspect that businesses will make a big show of cleaning for a while. Like hotels, when they're talking about taking extra cleaning regimes, really
Talking
serious.
about cleaning,
I mean, come on.
Ian turned around to
Cleaners
us
are
the other day, like,
in the
I can't
country.
remember who was there.
Really expecting them to come
Some was on the
enthusiastic,
checkout, so I was like, oh,
eliminators. Like they're
just saying,
sanitising
guys, can we
operating
start cleaning the tills and self-service again more regularly? I was like, what do you mean again? He's like, well, some people aren't cleaning. I said, well, I've been cleaning at least about 10, possibly more times a day. Every single time I'm in, I go through all the tills, all the self-service and the kiosks. And he was like, oh, I thought you all stopped because you thought it was better now. And I was like, no, I bloody didn't. I've literally been cleaning all of it. I said, you go fucking check the cameras every single time I'm in. If I'm not serving, I'm cleaning.
Mm.
But it's the way he said it, oh, can you start cleaning again? It's like, I never fucking stopped. Like, maybe other people have, but I haven't.
You won't be able to talk loudly. So they're going to have to turn off the music, which is going to hurt pubs and bars greatly because they play loud music to make their customers drink more quickly. I ain't making that up, that's a fact.
I don't find for bed.
It's true. You drink more quickly if you stand up, if you don't have anywhere to put your drink down, and if there's loud music. So if
All
you're
the
sitting
windows
down
shut the door.
and there is no loud
You
music,
shut
you've
the
got places to
little one up there.
Yeah, I shut that before.
become more sensible drinkers.
And the dining room's still open. So I couldn't reach it earlier, so I
To
couldn't
make
shut
it
it.
easier for pubs and gardens to trade in poor weather, ministers plan to
You
double
look
the
back
time
and
they're allowed to
check
erect
stuff and
marquees from 28 to 56 days. And cafes and restaurants wanting to put out table tables and chairs currently need an outdoor seating license from the local authority, which can take weeks to approve. Ministers want to slash approval times and are considering axing the fee, which can be as much as £500 a year, both of which James is used to it. You've got to pay extra to see your customers outside.
back in.
And you can't put up marquees for more than a month.
Thank you.
No wonder pubs and bars and restaurants are failing. Where does France do that? Does Spain insist on that? I don't know whether they do, but I'll assume that the answer is no. No. Plans are also being drawn up to allow small shops where social distancing is difficult to operate market-style stalls on the pavement outside. It's a good idea. And this new sense of desperation has Boris Johnson's more than 3.5 million jobs could be lost this summer if the sector remains locked down. The services sector on which we rely. 3.5 million jobs. Good grief. But when we throw our doors open, we all belt outside to get back to doing more or less what we used to do before. Well, we've seen it already in China and South Korea that follows a re-emergence of the virus, and it just makes sense. Of course there will. And they're going to get locked in again. Or the government will have to admit that maybe you got it wrong in the first place, and we'll just carry on regardless. Because it's difficult to imagine how a localised lockdown could work. We've been talking about that. Or if it starts in one area of the country, we'll just lock that down. How on earth will that work? I mean, it's a relatively small country. People travel to get to work from one area to the next. Goods are driven from one area to the next. It's hard to imagine anything other than a complete lockdown or no lockdown. So, I'm sure the government has a plan for every eventuality. I'm kidding, of course. I wonder if Boris Johnson is enjoying the job that he's wanted his whole life. Without talking, he's come under intense pressure from MPs and business leaders to urgently relax the two-week rule, or to drop it entirely.
What?
Which will make you wonder why we've
Oh.
just been through the last 3 months. If they're going to
Sorry, Hugo Jackman. So we're literally just finishing the stream. As you can see, Kirsty isn't even playing anymore. I'm not even playing in the proper realm at the moment because I'm just testing something out. Oh, crap.
At the same time, most of the number of average new infections per day is
You're on a little late tonight, Brian.
500 since the end of April, which is still a massive number, isn't it? When they're talking about it, that's in Microsoft. Tory MP Damien Green, which Theresa May is. Theresa May. Do you recall Theresa May? Where is it? It's scanning this on the wrong page. Oh, yeah, of course that would have been so funny. Oh well, never mind. Theresa May is de facto deputy
Yep, I'm just gonna test something out.
But the
I
virus
think I may have
was
found a little.
changed. So if we can move to 1 meter now, how come we've been locked in for the past 3 months? If we can sit side by side and not get the virus, why have we been locked in for the last 3 months?
Oh, crap.
A research paper published by Sage, the Scientific Advisory Committee, suggested that companies should be given the freedom to choose how to operate safely. Well, they'll choose to operate for the benefit of their profits, I would imagine. If you allow them to just do whatever they want, then they will think money first. Oh, of course they will. It's what they're in business to make. Sage said sitting side by side or behind another person at 1 meter carried a similar risk to being 2 meters apart face to face. So, shoulder to shoulder, it's all right. Just
You're getting hot and you're getting
don't
coffee.
kiss any strangers. If you can possibly manage it. 0345 606.
Of course we will. Yeah, every fucking day. I finish work at 4:15, so I'll be on after that. Well, after dinner. After mum goes.
More than 100 people have been
Yeah.
arrested during protests in central London where demonstrators clashed with police. The Prime Minister described the violence as racist buggery after 6 officers stayed.
Yeah, sorry, I was out today.
Many protesters say they're in Parliament Square where the clashes started to protect the statues and war memorials which had been vandalised last weekend by anti-racism protesters. While some peaceful anti-racism
Yeah,
protesters
tomorrow
took
evening we'll
place
be
in
on.
London and across the UK, although there was some violence at the one in Newcastle with 11 people arrested.
I can turn
The
that
chief
on.
of police in Atlanta has resigned hours after a black man was fatally shot by officers during a struggle. Authorities say the dead man had grabbed an officer's taser, but he was shot dead as he was running away. LBC weather showers along the east coast tonight, but drying out elsewhere, a low of 9 degrees.
This is LBC.
So, that's the
I was trying to work on some sort of system where, you know, where they get trapped, it auto kills them, and so far, that's all I've come up with. Like in terms of some sort of magma block.
Jazz hands too. Can you buy a used car online and get it
I
delivered
didn't
to
see
your
you
door?
online yesterday, I do.
Kazoo.
Ah,
Kazoo,
that.
the safer
We
way
go
to
on
buy
nearly every day.
So I'm trying to set up a system where that's where they're blocked, and it just like I thought the magma blocks might crush them, but doesn't seem to be working how I thought. So
Yeah, we come on. We went on the round yesterday, didn't we? Yeah, 7 to 7.
yeah.
Yeah, we were on yesterday. Yeah. And the day before that was my day off, so we definitely went on it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Sometimes I don't stream. Like sometimes in the
Oh,
evening
yeah,
I
that's a
don't
great
stream,
point. Yeah.
but
So we did go online.
yeah, we'll always be on it like pretty much every day in the evening. You know, even if it's only for like 1 hour or 2. But there might be sometimes where because it's only an hour, or if it's like 10:30 and we're like, yeah, we'll play, but I might not stream it because I just can't be asked to, you know, set up for like an hour and a half stream. But then we might end up playing for like 2 or 3 hours. So yeah, that hasn't worked out how I thought.
Right, come on, bedtime. I've got to get up early.
Ooh, a dispenser, but with arrows, so it's just constantly ping, ping, because that would like fire. Oh, like the fire arrows. I wonder if I could work out how to make those. Ooh, yeah.
Right.
Right, yeah, okay, Ryan, so yeah, we'll be on tomorrow. I mean, my mum's coming up from London for like during the daytime, but in the evening we'll be on, you know, playing Minecraft with normal and whatnot. So, oh god, that was early, man. What, AM or PM? Because if it was AM, that would have been a definite no. But if you're talking PM, then I think we got on just after that because it's 3 hours 15 now. So yeah, we got on probably like at around 9:30 maybe. 9:30, yeah. 25 past 9 we got on here according to the stream. That does say 3 hours 14 minutes. Yeah.
Where am I looking? 3 hours 15. Yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been about 25 past we got on. Oh, nice.
Is that Minecraft Dungeons? I guess.
Yeah.
That's a good game. Definitely.
Yeah, that's definitely a good game, and hopefully as well. We don't know when it'll happen, but I'll be getting another. Because we have 2 Xbox Ones here. Because Kirsty has her Xbox One, and when I moved up, I brought along my Xbox One as well. So when I get another screen, whether that be my old TV from my old house, or whether I get like a small gaming monitor to connect the Xbox up to, then we'll be able to play co-op on that together. So that'll be pretty cool. But anyway, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we're going now. We'll be on tomorrow. And yeah, as normal.